Hi gamers. A bit of an overdue video, this one. Many people have asked me, when are you gonna be talking about Skyrim? When? And yeah, this is the video. The great gaming year 2011 has kept on giving to me, and in this video gonna be talking about three of, I don't know, probably the best games of their various platforms. So some real treats coming up. But first, I'm gonna be talking about Skyrim. Although I don't really know what's there left to say about the game, because it really is a phenomenon. I don't think there is very many gamers out there who hasn't played the game or looked at all the videos and read all the news about the stuff that fans are making, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the big one for Bethesda in the long run, and it deserves it. Although I do have to say that the third Elder Scrolls game, Morrowind, is my personal favorite. Even still, Skyrim is a close second. But they really did expand upon Oblivion, of course, quite a bit. They gave the game world so much more character, and well, it is quite a bit larger as well, but all in all, they gave the game mechanics some real depth, but still not quite as much as Morrowind had. Basically, I'm talking about the enchanting here. It's great that the enchanting and the soul gems came back to Skyrim from Morrowind. But the one thing that I really have to applaud Morrowind is that the levitation and jumping spells and potions and enchantments, those really, I wouldn't necessarily say that they broke the game world, but it was a ballsy move for them to include levitation spells where you can fly anywhere at any given time, and there is no scaling in the enemies. So that's great. The scaling was horrible in Oblivion, but this is Skyrim keeps it a little more in check, although there is some of that going on. Gorgeous game, of course, and I like the fact that there's finally some more variety in the dungeons and all that, and of course there's so many sub-quests that I don't think anybody can do them all. I'd like to see somebody do Morrowind 100%, although I think that there are many people trying to do that. The game's so popular these days. One thing I would like to criticize is are the dragons. At first I was really elated when I killed my first dragon, and I was like, yeah, this is epic, and now one less dragon in the world. And then just the next time I visited the same area, I found out that they regenerate, they're reborn. So that was a bit of a setback in my opinion. They should have named each and every dragon, make them unique, and not make them regenerate, come back to life. It would have given so much more I don't know, weight to the whole storyline and the killing of the dragons. There's something really at stake, and you're killing something unique there. And just as there are only one place to get a specific shout, there should be only one place to get a specific soul as well. So there would be a set amount of souls in the world. That would have been a great move, in my opinion. But yeah, they decided otherwise. it is still great to see. It's something different, even the Morrowind, to see those great flying creatures, and it does give Skyrim its own unique flavor for sure. So absolutely, I guess I went to level 50, played dozens and dozens of great hours put into the game, had a really great time, and it's kind of comforting to know that I can go to the game, back to the game at any time, and know that I would have hundreds of more hours of unique gameplay there. So it's a real treat to have a game like that in your shelf, and you really need to own Morrowind if you have an Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, even despite the bugs, which I hope that they keep on squashing as we speak. Still, Skyrim is, I'm quite confident it will be one of the best games of this generation for sure. Fantastic stuff. Next, I blazed through Super Mario 3D Land. It is the best game on the 3DS. It's of course a new Mario adventure is always great. Great to have, and Nintendo hasn't done any misses with the series, and they didn't start with this one. It's gorgeous, the controls are great, looks great. I love the little, of course there's new music, but also the little throwbacks to old games, both in music and level design. Many people say that this is too easy. Oh yeah, I had 100 extra lives, I had 200 extra lives. So what? Rayman Origins doesn't use any lives, you have unlimited lives, and you wouldn't say that's easy. So, the difficulty level of a game isn't measured by the amount of extra lives you have. Actually, I don't even know what happens when you lose your extra lives. You go down to 0, I guess you will just lose your halfway flag or something like that. So basically, you have unlimited lives. Get over it. But I guess the true challenge of the game is about getting all the big star coins, 3 in each level. This is a really great handheld game in the fact that you can breeze through each level in a minute, maybe 2 minutes. So it's really great to play in small bursts or longer stints if you like that sort of thing. But the option is there, and the finding of the big coins, it is a real challenge. And I don't know, of course the majority of the levels are quite easy. That's not to say that they are enjoyable, but there are many levels in which I died like a little girl, and I had my palms sweaty and all that. So yeah, I used my fair share of extra lives because I chose to tackle the levels in a way that I was laid back, had great fun with the game, and didn't like to stress too much with the execution. I went 3 levels through, except when I was missing a star coin, and after that I started to comb the levels for every secret there is, and that's where the true fun of the game for me was. And one reason because that this is the best game on the 3DS, it really is the how they utilize the 3D screen. They've added some bonus levels where you actually require to use not require, but almost require to use the 3D, put the 3D on, to make sure that you don't miss the perspective, but also it really is handy in many of the levels. It helps you in assessing the distance of a jump or something like that. But also it is a real visual treat, and when you're there are a few levels in this game that hasn't been around in any 3D Mario, and I'm talking about the vertical levels. You know, the camera pans over Mario, and there's this huge drop down chute, or you jump on top of clouds or something like that. There's a great depth there, and I really haven't seen a level like that in any Mario, so it really amazes me that they actually had some really unique stuff up their sleeve. So that to me is the biggest accomplishment of Super Mario 3D Land, that they actually included something really new to this game, and to an old series like this, and basically it could have only been done on the 3DS, or at least it was at its best on the 3DS, so an essential purchase if you have the machine. And finally, in this video, I just finished this yesterday, Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. I wonder what I can say about this game. I guess it's not that much of a secret that I'm not the biggest fan of Uncharted series. I think there always has been too much shooting and too little exploring, and even though they turned down the shooting sequences down a notch or two from Uncharted 2, I guess there still is too much shooting in Uncharted 3. And that's really a shame, because they really know how to do puzzles. There's some really nice and enjoyable stuff in Uncharted 3. I had great fun with it, and of course the game it probably is the best looking game of this whole generation across any platform. So they really know how to design their levels, and the variety in the levels lend itself to really great puzzles. But yeah, sadly they just stoop down to generic action too often, in my opinion. A great example is that you really have to. There's something wrong when comparing any given action scene of Uncharted 3 and let's say Gears of War 3, and there's actually more humans in black suits coming after Nathan Drake than there are locusts coming after Marcus Phoenix. So it really doesn't make any sense. Where did I get those guys in suits? It really distracts from the experience, in my opinion. It's really a shame. But still, Uncharted 3 is the best game in the series, in my opinion. I think it has gotten the worst reviews out there, but I guess that's just because it was the third game in the series and didn't give people anything that new. But to me, the concept is at its best in this game, and a nice conclusion to the story. And now, I guess now Naughty Dog can do something new now that they have wrapped up this trilogy. I gotta say something about the level design in this game. Like I said, the levels are gorgeous, and it's really a miracle of game design that they don't revisit any areas. Each area is really unique and detailed, and they just don't go back. They go forward all the time, and that must have taken a great amount of time from from the designers, and I applaud them for that. Again, it's a bit of a shame that in most areas, when you're just admiring the scenery and waiting for or looking for treasure and waiting for something new to discover, and yeah, all you do is discover a bunch of villains that you have to shoot. You know, dozens and dozens of villains in each and every shooting sequence. And yeah, it's really off-putting. But then again, you blast through them with great enthusiasm, because you just want to see what's around the next corner, what kind of puzzles and what kind of vistas the game designers are painting before your eyes. So overall, the experience is of course positive, but still something small left me wanting a bit more. And yeah, I guess that's it for this recent gaming video. And like I said, these are probably the best games of each platform. At least in the top 3, I would say. So, essential purchases, all of them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.